Hey, what is up, everybody? Three Knees Down dude here. Just wanted to do some updates about what's been going on during the winter and what I've done so far and any other things that I'm going to be doing. So, the weather has finally gotten warmer where I can go outside and potentially go ride. So I'm going to try and get most of the builds done really quick and get ready for riding season. Next month are a couple of practices, so I'm gonna try and get our MBK 51 all squared away. Actually, I'm gonna work on that right after this video, so we're gonna redo the front end and get the fairings off. I think for the racing season I'm gonna run the bike without fairings this time, so it's a little more moped looking. So those fairings are going to be put on the Bigelow RS, and I've started work on that. Just sitting down here, all sad. Pretty much all of the parts are here except for the exhaust, which I'm probably going to have to get one custom made. And we're working on the engine right now. So here's the engine, and there's just some issues with it as far as the transfers are actually wider in the case than they are on the cylinder itself. So I'm gonna figure that out. There's some nice epoxy stuff that a lot of the racers use, so we're gonna try and get a hold of that and put the epoxy inside of the transfers for the cases. I'm not going to match the cylinder to the cases because that's a lot of work as far as porting and stuff goes. I'd rather not touch the cylinder anymore than what needs to be done. So we'll cut out and case match and get that all done and squared away. We'll be using a Melosi variator. I need to get the inverted shaft for that, so that way I can run this this way on the cylinder, or on the engine rather, as opposed to this way. It's also a different size. This is 20mm taper and that's 16. So get the shaft, and that will be all set. Already have the ignition. It will be a PVL ignition, so yeah, PVL ignition, so that'll be awesome. Already worked with that stuff. Moving forward, we have the CBR 300 forks, and I removed the stock bearings and install tapered bearings. So we're gonna have a tapered bearing set up by All Balls. Good stuff there. It's a little bit tight, but have all that set up. Here's the top piece for the forks. Cool. There's the forks there. We're gonna go through and probably install Race Tech emulators, fork emulators, so it'll have a better rideability for the track. What else we got here? We have our Honda RS 125 rear wheel and front wheel. So tires are mounted. I need the disc brake and spacers for both the front and the rear, but I found we're using the TGO sprocket carrier, because the stock sprocket carrier is just too many parts and it's kind of hard to find all the parts for it. It's a lot easier to go aftermarket. And we have our cush drive stuff, so that's all ready to be mounted and played with. And that's for the mini GP bike, which is using the CR85 engine. I did find the 415 front sprocket. I actually have a whole set of them, different sizes. But the CR85 comes with a 428 chain sprocket, and the RS125 uses a 415. So I needed to find the 415 stuff, and it's awesome because I already have 415 chain. Chain's just lying around, so makes it easy for me. Fits nicely. Good stuff. What else? This bike, which you probably haven't seen too much of. This is my street bike. I'm trading that, and we're going to be getting 2 brand new bikes in the meantime. So that's going to happen probably in a couple weeks, depending on what my friend is going to be doing. And yeah, it's a pretty decent trade, I think. This bike is running the old race cylinder that I used to use for NEMA, and it's pretty quick. It can be tuned a little bit better. Right now it's just set up for the kickstart and stuff, so if you've never seen a Motobecon kickstart, there it is. Oh, fancy stuff. A little hard to see, it's kind of dark. But yeah, fancy. Gonna trade that out, get 2 motorcycles out of it, and I think that's a pretty good deal. Speaking of motorcycles, finally we have the KZ440, which, to be honest, I was trying to get rid of this. It's at the point where I have it running. It doesn't idle very well. The idle's very high, so it either has an air leak or something wrong with the carbs. The carbs tend to leak, even though I've gone through them and cleaned them out. So might be a float bowl issue that needs to be adjusted as well. But overall, I'm not really thrilled with continuing with this bike. So we'll see what happens to it. I'm gonna just keep working on it every now and then, but it's not gonna be on the main channel. It's videos for it are probably not going to come up. Probably maybe once a month, if that. Unless I get it running well enough, then I'll move forward with it. But if I can't get it done quickly, then it's just going to sit on the side for now. Got too many projects. And the final thing that's hasn't really been updated for a little while is the community project stuff. So we have our Melosi cylinder. Talked about this in the last video for it. I haven't done any work on it because I'm waiting for the FAG bearings for the cases and the seals. So I ordered some Viton seals and some FAG bearings. So it'll be nice fancy stuff, perfect for whoever will get it. It should last them a very, very long time as long as they treat it well and maintain it well. So just gotta wait for those parts and we can start with the engine videos. And what else? Oh, I'm also redoing the voting procedures for that. So the voting procedure will be on the website, and I'll put up suggestions as to what parts are available and whatnot, but you guys will be able to add your own suggestions in there. So if you wanted to, I don't know, run a motorcycle swing arm or some shit like that, you can suggest that up there, and then people can vote on that. And once the voting time ends, that's what we'll deal with. Higher things that have lots of votes will be taken into account and be used into the to the build. You can also add like pictures and images and stuff, so you could better illustrate whatever you're trying to add into the build. So I'm excited for that. It's got a lot of work to do on that though. It's got to code everything, but that should be done maybe this weekend, next week, somewhere along that lines. But anyway, that's it. That's pretty much what's been happening. Just getting stuff done, trying to get everything ready for the racing season, and just finishing off the bikes. 4 bikes is really, really, really tough, especially when you got to buy parts for every single one of them. So that's it, guys. Just want to keep you updated. Thanks for watching. Keep track of all the builds and whatever you like. If you got questions, comments, just let me know. I'll see you guys later.